if she said yes, would you have gone with her? I was like, Jarrett, lie, lie. It's okay to lie. What up guys, it's Steph, and today we're going to talk about Love is Blind Season 2 and how much of a dumpster fire this season is. For those of you who haven't watched it, I mean, go watch the Netflix show and come back and we can freaking discuss. Because there's just too much going on. So, Love is Blind as a concept. I'm not going to give you a huge synopsis because you can go search that. But it's basically a group of single women and a group of single men dating each other in pods where they can't see each other. Kind of like a church confessional. Not that I would know. And then, based on their compatibility throughout the day, one engages the other, they meet for the first time, and then they get married in 3 weeks. So, basically very chaotic. I didn't come with a plan to be a hater on this, but I'm gonna be a hater. You know what? Let's just dive into it. If this is your first time seeing me, make sure you check out my other videos because I be posting occasionally, but I still do post. Yeah, so check those out and let's get into this video. Season 1 of this show I really enjoyed. Like the couples, Lauren and that dude, Barnett and Amber. You had people to root for, you had a little bit of mess, but it was overall good. I honestly can't tell if I regard Season 1 in a certain way, just due to the fact that it was pre-pandemic, Jan 2020, like life was good back then. Anyway, I know for sure that this Season 2 is not evoking the same feelings in me. It's triggering my fight or flight response. You know when you had a really long day, you're just looking to de-stress, you're just looking to put on something mindless, doesn't require brain activity. Don't give me educational stuff, just give me Love is Blind. I put that on thinking that I was gonna have a relaxing feeling. In fact, I was gonna put it on while having a bubble bath, but I'm so glad I didn't because this show put me in the worst possible mood ever. I left with a headache, but I kept watching. I have issues with the pace of this show. Now I understand they have 7 days to propose to each other and 3 more weeks following that to have a wedding. Of course it's fast. The initial pod speed dating portion of the show is very cringy and not like what I remembered. It's very much, you love your mom, I love your mom. I just think we get along so well because we're both family oriented. Like, we get it, we get it. I'm sure they probably spoke about other things of substance, but it was just like, you like working out, I like working out. Oh my gosh, we should get married. And I was like, oh, okay, next. Shake, you're a little shit. My God, you make it so cringe for the immigrant kids out here, man. This man loves himself some Good Luck Charlie, and it's fine, but from day one I had enough of this dude. I cannot believe he's even made it this far. Like, I thought he was gonna go the same time that social media, I have a bunch of IG followers girl, like, left too, you know? Because I was like, who is gonna choose this guy? And the fact that this beautiful Meghan Markle looking Indian woman is like, head over heels for him, saying we have such an emotional bond, this and this and that, and he's like, she's like my auntie, and they're like, yeah bro, it's cool, just take the lights off and like give it a go. Like, I hated that. Sheik and Deepti are both 2 Indian American individuals who have dated loads of white people in their past. This is their first time in a same ethnicity relationship, so we get to see the dynamics of that, and you know what, it's very relatable. There's hello? But I will say there's something really jarring about them 2 interacting because every single time you see Deepti, she's all in this. She's like, you know what, I date taller white dudes, but I'm gonna try with you and like, you're cute. And he's like into her, but in a bestie way. I don't understand because when they first met face to face, he was like grabbing her ass, and the next thing you know, he's saying, she's like my auntie. Like, plus, she's hot. Like, I cannot believe we have to spend so much runtime on him, like, mulling about on how he doesn't see her in a sexual way, or da-da-da-da-da. If you didn't, then you shouldn't have proceeded. Your storyline should have ended a lot earlier. I feel like he's wasting this woman's time, and it pisses me off because, damn, Deepti, like, she is a looker. Even if she wasn't, nobody needs to be spoken to in that way. He is talking all this trash in the confessionals, so it would be really nice to see in an after show, first of all, if they even do get together and how somebody would react to that. Which brings me to my next one. Ayanla and Jarrett, dog. Jarrett's another one who's giving me a headache on this show, and it's not just because I don't like the way his name's spelled. He was into both Mallory and Ayana. Mallory was his main, like he was head over heels for her. And Ayana, they had a pretty good relationship too. He just liked Mallory better, which is why he almost proposed to Mallory. But then Mallory was like, not really into you. And then he chose Ayana, his second best. I don't know how I feel about them two. I hope the best for them. They're both cute. I just feel like when they're all in a group setting, Jarrett can't help but feel like, damn, Mal's the one that got away. And that must be devastating. I feel for these characters that are just with these dudes that aren't into them. It doesn't bring me the same joy to watch their relationships develop. You don't really see any like authentic, I don't know, growth. Did we even see that in season 1? Am I asking too much? At one point when Natalie and Shane were like talking and really sharing a bond together, I thought their wristbands were gonna light up, but then I realized I was watching the wrong show. Shane and Natalie surprised me because I didn't have faith in them in the beginning, but towards the end of this, I feel like they are the strongest couple that will stay together. Mallory and Saul, Mallory's really hard to read. I don't know if she's into him and in his like his opera ukulele singing. I think they'll do well. All the other couples I'm like, question mark, Danielle and Nick are the main couple that triggered my fight or flight response because this girl is so incredibly insecure. She's just in her own head too much. Like, we get it, your storylines, you have anxiety, your storylines, you used to look a certain way, your storylines, like, you don't like yourself. We get it, it's too excessive. And I feel so bad for Nick, man. He likes this girl, so he's gonna work through it, but my god, she's a headache. She's picking fights left and right, catastrophizing, it's too much. It's like everybody's worst anxiety-filled feelings just in one character. Like, you never see her be anything else, and I'm sure she is a pleasant person because other than that, they seem solid, but because the show wants to give us a mess, they just only show her when she's like in panic mode. And it stresses me out because I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, you know when you see somebody like unraveling right in front of you and you don't know what to do and you're just like, after a good 10-15 minutes of Danielle and Nick, I feel stressed. I have to go for like a water break. I need to like pace around the room before I can continue because I'm like, you just feel like you're trapped in her chaotic mind and it's too much. This is all no offense, by the way. Shayna and Kyle, please. Not the great value Mark and Jessica. Get out of here. I am so glad they didn't make it to the aisle because that was going nowhere and you could tell. I think Shayna was just mad that her main got took while she was mulling about whether she liked Shane or not. And Kyle was head over heels because he probably was never gonna get somebody of that value. It was very much Mark and Jessica. So anyway, I'm glad that they were mature enough to know that this was going nowhere, and I don't fault Shayna at all for pulling out of this, especially if she has been engaged to before. Anybody could have told you that you guys weren't gonna work out, and not even just off the basis of being different religions or religion versus lacking. It just was not gonna happen here. And Kyle, don't kid yourself. That is Mark behavior. When Ayana was in the pods asking Jarrett, like, was there somebody else you liked? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, if she said yes, would you have gone with her? I was like, Jarrett, lie, lie. It's okay to lie. To spare people's feelings, it is okay to lie. I don't want anybody to ever give me that much transparency. I don't want to know. I'm Mario to it. I don't want to know. That level of honesty was too much for me. I would have had to leave the freaking show. Nope. And then Ayana proceeds to spend the rest of the episodes bringing up the am I the second fiddle conversation. Like, yes, you are. He told you from the start. You shouldn't have even sought that info out, but I mean, is there anything else to question? I still hope the best for them. And I hope the best for everybody. I don't think there's anybody I genuinely at my core hate. I just hate the way this show makes me feel. Because in the first season, there was somebody to root for. There was like charming discoveries. Amber and Barnett, I had no faith in them, but they like ended up being endearing towards the end. I don't think any other couple ended up evoking those warm feelings of, maybe love is blind. And that's the video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you like this video and you like me, then hit that like button, and if you want to see more of me, then you can always subscribe, and my links will be down below. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Peace. I wish we got more of the side characters because a lot of them had different looks. A lot of them seemed a little more captivating. We just didn't get enough, I feel.